Hey y'all, it's me Kaylin with Kayscrochethaven. This is my third video for today. So you've seen this shirt if you watch my other. What'd you say? Sorry about that. Anyways, I will be teaching you how to crochet today. I'm going to go as slow as I can with it, and hopefully you can follow along and I don't bore you or talk too much, because that's what I tend to do. Not because I like to talk. Anyways, this is a little 10 by 10, and I will be teaching you how to do it and go step by step with it as slow as I can. So y'all stick with me and learn how to do this. So let's get on with it, okay? Okay, to begin to learn to crochet, you need to start obviously with yarn and a hook. And in my opinion, and my opinion only, your opinion could be different. You may even learn different. When you get your hooks, you find which one ever you feel comfortable with learning to crochet. I choose this to learn to crochet with because it's not too big and it's not too small. It's an I9 5.25 millimeter, and this is the new one. Used to, the I was at 5.5 millimeter, and I'm using regular 4 worsted weight yarn. And please don't mind the fact that I have only one painted fingernail. I do this a lot because, you know, my style is eccentric. You know, everybody's style is different. I'm going to try my hardest to stay in frame. I have a little bit of a different setup. I did do one other tutorial, and it was as best as I can do it because it is very hard doing tutorials. But I really do want to do tutorials. Okay, let's start so I don't squirrel everywhere. Okay, to begin with, you want to start with a slip knot. There are loads and loads and loads of different ways to do slip knots. I mean, you can do it by hand. You can, like, you know, just stick your fingers in there and pull it up. I mean, all you do is cross over and then you pull up and then you've got you a slip knot. It's a really big slip knot when you do it that way because your hands are really big. Okay, and that's why it's called a slip knot. You saw it just came right out. Okay, you can also wrap the yarn around your finger twice and then pull this one over and then pull this one all the way over and tighten it, and you have a slip knot. Like I said, there's loads and loads and loads of different ways to do it. But this is how I have learned to do it. It's the easiest for me, anyways. This right here is called your tail because it's not connected to anything. And then this side right here, the whole long side, is called your working yarn because it's attached to your skein. This is how I've always done it. And I learned to crochet when I was 15. And this is just how I found it easy. If you'll wrap the yarn where the tail is on the back side of the cross, you see the cross right there? Your tail is on the back side. And then you'll take your other fingers, your other 2 fingers, and hold it like that. And if you stick your hook through and then grab that and then pull up and pull down, you already have it on your hook and you ain't got to worry about trying to put your hook into the slip knot. That's just the way I've always done it. And it's easier for me. Trying to do it the other ways is hard. But, you know, you can get your own feel to it. Also, another way, or another thing you will need to figure out is if you want to hold it like a pencil, which is the way I hold it, like this. Or if you want to hold it like this, like a knife. I can't. I've tried. Like, I don't even, it's so hard for me to do it like this. It feels really awkward. Really awkward to do it like that. Plus, it makes my hand go to sleep faster. I do have, I think I have carpal tunnel, so my hand goes to sleep a lot. But the way I hold it is like this. And I don't know, when I first start a project, it always is different to whenever I'm working into it. Okay, and to begin with, what I was doing, I don't know if you know anything about crochet or not, but what I did was a chain. But this is how you do a chain. You yarn over, and that is where your yarn goes over the back into the front. You yarn over, and I always hold right here underneath the knot with my other hand. And then you pull through like this. Just like that. And when you're going through that, if you'll turn it, your hook kind of downward, it goes through a whole lot easier. And then for another chain is you just yarn over the back like that, and then you'll pull through just like that. And you want your chains nice and consistent, like not too loose and not too tight. Well, not loose and tight, loose and tight. You want them all the same consistency. You want them either all loose or all big. But that's how you do a chain. You just wrap your yarn over the back of it like that, and then you pull through. Pull through. Pull through. And pull through. Alright. Another thing you want to learn when you're learning is how to count. Like, if somebody starts talking to you and you forgot what number you're on, because chains have a lot to do with how you start your crochet. But this one right here, this big one that I pulled up, that never gets counted as a stitch or anything. So just always disregard that one, because that one is the one that's usually on your hook, but I took my hook out. But you see how you see 1 and 1? That right there is 1. That whole thing is 1. How it's got little V's. There's 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10. 10 chains. Alright. I will also be teaching you how to do a single crochet. So we're going to do one more, because there's always a turn and chain whenever you do single crochets. Excuse me. So when you do a single crochet, well, when you start a single crochet, you'll skip the first stitch, which, like I said, this one right here never gets counted as a stitch. So this one is your first one right here. See how you got the 2 sides. Alright, and then you're going to go in to the next one, and that's this one right here. There's loads of different ways to do this too. You can go in like this on this side, and you pull up a loop, and then you yarn over again, and then you pull through both of those. That is a single crochet. And then what I was talking about starting this, I'll show you in just a minute on the other side. But you'll go through the stitch like that, yarn over and pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 2 single crochet. I can't see. Go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through 2. And that's your single crochets. But what I was talking about, the other way to do it, and this is for most of the time when people do garments and other stuff that require this. I don't always do it this way because it's hard, in my opinion, is they flip it over. And you see these back bumps? They go in the back bumps. Like, so you're skipping this one and you're going into this one. So when you turn it, it's going to be this one right here. This is the back bump. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Go through the back bump. See why I say it's a little harder? Just, it is. But it gives it like a cleaner edge. Hold on. I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay. See how it looks like it has chains on the bottom? That's because we went into the back bump. And it looks the same on the top. Those are your stitches right there. And every time, especially when if you're making something that you want square and not a rectangle, or not rectangle, I meant triangular, you want to count your stitches, okay? And to count your stitches, you can either look up here at the top, or you can look through this way. Every hole, like here, 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 and here. Those are all your stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's what we started with. Well, we started with 11, but we skipped one, so it's 10. So every row, you want 10. All right. And once you get finished with that, I will show you how to go on to round 2. So if you want to, pause right here because I'm going forth. Alright, to begin with, when we start the next round, you want to chain 1, and that just gives you height and a turning chain. And then you're going to turn your work. Alright, then you want to go back right into this stitch right here. Oops, here, let me get a little closer, let you see. Okay, that right there is the stitch. And you want to make sure you go through both of them. And I'll show you that in just a second too. Oh no. Here, take that out. You want to make sure when you go through that you get both this one and this. Oh, sorry. This one and this one. You want to make sure you get both of those. Because if you don't, you won't have your stitch completed. Because there is a front loop and back loop only stitch as well as a regular stitch. So you go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Go in, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And just your single crochets all the way back again. Just make sure you get both of those loops, and you'll know it if you don't get it. Because, see, if you get only one, let's see if I can get only one. There. Now, you see this big old hole compared to this one? That means you didn't get both of them. And to back up, you just stick your hook into the last one you did, pull out. That's how I do it anyways. But just make sure you get both of them. Like that. Have 2 of them. And then the last one is kind of tricky. I always turn it this way so I can see those 2. See, 1 and 2. Here's 1, and there's 2. That's how I always do it. So I can make sure that I get it all the way into the last one. And that's that. And you can count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But if you don't, oh, I'm sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. If you don't have 10, you will slowly but surely start to go into a triangle. And I've done that. I've done that plenty of times because that was back before I knew you were supposed to count. That was back when I was younger. But if you need to, you can always go back, rewind the video, and see what I've done. But this is what I challenge you. I challenge you to do more than just 10. I challenge you to do as long of a chain as you can. Make sure all the chains are uniform. Hold on, I need to plug up my phone. Okay, I got my phone plugged up. I'm sorry about that. But my challenge to you is to make the longest chain that you think you could make. Whether it be 100, 150, 200. However long you just think you can make it. And then I want you to take it out. And it's going to hurt your feelings. It really, really is. Because trust me, it hurt my feelings the time that my cousin that showed me how to crochet told me to do that. But you'll make it. You'll make it. Just keep on keeping on till you think that, you can do it. I know you can. I did 250 chains right there. That's 250 chains. It doesn't look like much, but it is. It's enough. I plan with this to make a blanket. A friend of mine, she recently battled breast cancer. That's why I chose the pink. And yeah, so I chose the pink for that, and I also got a different pink because I want to do some things in it. But come back and, I will teach you another stitch next week. It may be on this, as big as this is. I may have something different, a different color yarn. I hope the pink was okay for y'all to see. And, yeah, and I hope this helps my coworker that really wanted me to teach him how to crochet. And yeah, so y'all have a fantastic day, and do not give up. This is a lot easier than what you think it is. Trust me. It didn't take me, it took me longer than I thought it would to get it, but it didn't take me that long at all. But it gets better, trust me. Just stick with it, and you can have pretty chains, and you can have some awesome work. All right, y'all, just have y'all a good day, and if you have any questions, just leave me a comment, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. And just come back. I'll maybe try to make, we'll try to make this a weekly thing on teaching to crochet. I teach you a different stitch every week. And y'all have a good day, okay? Bye.